Hey guys, it's Fiebu here, and welcome back to another You Got This podcast. So today's episode is going to be about self-healing journey and the stages. So I have 5 key points of what I'll be mentioning today. Let's go ahead and explore the points with me. Alright, so obviously we all know that healing journey is not an easy step to do. First of all, having the mindset of going into recovery, the self-healing journey is actually the first step forward. You should be proud of yourself. The only thing you have to do is just keep moving forward. And to keep moving forward, first of all, you need to accept the fact that you are not okay. And we all have this time where we don't feel like we want to believe that we're not okay. Things will get better, but you're not okay at that moment, and it's okay to accept that. What's not okay is that you're being really hard on yourself, you're keeping things to yourself, you're lying to yourself, and that's not going to bring you anywhere. I realize that whenever I grieve properly, or whenever I really feel my feelings, when I sit down with my feelings, basically accept the fact that I'm upset and that it's valid to feel that way, I actually handle with my emotions way better than I ever would without doing that, because every single time I try to distract myself from feeling the things that I'm supposed to feel, it sticks with me for a couple of months and years down the road, and it's actually more damaging than we think. Obviously, during this time when you're accepting your feelings, don't be hard on yourself. Don't do any negative talks about yourself, because it's not going to work. It's only going to slow you down through the process of your recovery, your self-healing journey. And it's very important to be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, and cut back all the negative self-talks. And accept your feelings whenever you're sad, whenever you're angry, and that's okay. Emotions aren't bad. Negative emotions aren't bad. It's only bad if you behave in a bad manner, as in, how do you express yourself when you're sad? How do you express yourself when you're angry? That is more important than actually feeling your emotions and finding a healthier way to deal with it and to release it. Moving on to the second point, setting clear goals for yourself during the self-healing journey is very essential, because it helps you navigate towards where you are now to your goals. So it acts like a motivation for you, as in something that you can go ahead and be motivated every time, or at least most of the time, and creating great habits, creating more healthy coping mechanisms. So what I did was that I set a goal for myself. Your goal doesn't have to be like mine. My goal is actually to get better so that I can establish a good relationship with myself, with the people around me. I really wanted to get better so that I can help other people get better as well. Because if I don't take care of myself, how do I expect myself to take care of other people? How would I take care of other people if I don't give love to myself? That is the message that I really hold on to during my self-healing journey. I told myself that I want to get better. I want to achieve something from here so that I can help the people who needs those as well. Your goal can actually just be something simple. Maybe you just want to have like a healthier emotional stability, or establishing a good relationship with the people around you or with yourself. Like some people struggle with like food, for example, and they want to establish a good relationship with food. And some people, they want to establish a good relationship with the people around them, like their loved ones or their partner or their friends, the strangers around them, for example. Some people's goals are like to increase their self-confidence, their self-esteem, which is also valid. It doesn't matter what the goal is, as long as it's healthy and it keeps you going, then go ahead, keep going. You need to also develop healthy habits, as in, to build up healthy habits, it's gonna take a lot of experimenting, because some things don't work for you. Like some people work well when they read books, or when they write in a journal, or when they go to the gym, or when they exercise or something. You gotta find something that you can cope with in a healthy manner, in a healthy ways that it makes you feel happier. Because the thing is, if you indulge yourself in these negative habits, or you connect yourself with like all these negative coping mechanism, it's not gonna bring you in the long term. Like for example, if you created a habit that is unhealthy, for a while you might feel like you're actually feeling better somehow. Like there are times where you do something unhealthy, you just feel like, okay, this helps me. But then how long will it help you? Because what I realize is that when you indulge yourself in a negative habit, a negative hobby, it will become another set of problem in the future. Maybe you'll start healing from whatever you were struggling with, but then now you have another set of problem to heal from. Instead of like mental health issues, you're struggling with physical health issues now. It's totally normal to be in that loop if you build a negative habit as a coping mechanism. So that is why it is very important to find something that you enjoy doing, but also gives you beneficial knowledge or beneficial health requirements. For example, moderate amount of exercises. If it makes you feel better, for example, going to the gym, it doesn't have to be long. It doesn't even have to be 30 minutes or 20 minutes. It can be 5 to 10 minutes a day or 5 to 10 minutes every 2 days is already something. If you feel like you're not doing any progress or you're not feeling satisfaction from that, then increase that amount of time period when you're exercising in the gym. But to start off with like a really heavy exercise when you're not used to it, it can be quite damaging, because if you're not used to it, it's harder for you to keep up with the consistency. So the key here is being consistent in a journey, because that's how you establish a good habit. Because the thing is, if you can't be consistent, you are more likely to fall into the same pattern as you did back then, as in you will go through a lot of relapses. And don't get me wrong, relapses do happen, and it's totally normal to have relapses. I think a lot of people, most people go through relapses, whether it's like a huge relapse or it's a small relapse. It does happen, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world if it happened. You can pick yourself up and keep going. But what I can tell you is that make sure you be consistent. You try to be as consistent as possible instead of doing it in an extreme pattern of the healthy habit. You try to tone it down, make it moderate so that you can keep up with it. Like for example, if you can't do 5 minutes of workout every single day, then that's okay. You can put it down to like 10 push-ups a day. Just 10 push-ups a day. Something that you can stick in consistently that can actually help you build a healthy connection with your exercise. Because once you establish a good relationship with your exercise, after that you can increase it and upgrade it if you'd like. Or some days you want to increase it, then that's okay. And then some days you just want to do 5 to 10 push-ups a day, and that's okay. I would say something that really helped me was journaling. I love journaling. I love writing. I think writing really helped me heal like a lot of parts of me internally. So something that I write is not negative. I don't write anything negative out, because it's like putting those negative thoughts into words. It can really do some impact on me in a negative way. So I tend to, whatever I think about it negatively, I try to transfer it into good words and to positive words, so that I can actually believe that it might happen to me positively. If I hear the thoughts in my head saying I hate myself, then I will write it down saying that I will love myself. Instead of saying I love you, and it's okay to take your own pace of it, just write it down or say it in front of the mirror saying I will love you one day. Instead of saying I love you. If it works for you, go ahead. But if you want to take it slow, you want to try your best to like work on your own pace. So you say, I will love you one day. Do something fun with your activities, your habits, your routine, so that you can feel hyped on this self-love journey. One thing is that it's never going to be linear. It's not going to be linear, and it's always going to go up and down. So be sure to be ready for that. And tell yourself that it's okay that you have bad days. Bad days don't last forever, and there are gonna be days where you're going to have the best time of your life. So don't give up, don't be hard on yourself. It's okay to take your own pace, it's okay to walk on your own pace, as long as you're consistent. Alright, so another point is that create a support system. One of the most obvious ways is to actually have the people around you that supports you, that brings the best in you. That is very motivational, understanding, and inspiring people. I think these people will help you a lot along the way. Even if they don't do it physically, they can do it emotionally, or just having them around makes you feel good about yourself. So you learn a lot of things, and that is really, really important to have these people around you. If you happen to be in a place where you don't have anyone to contact or to be around with, then that's okay. You can create a support system based on the consumptions that you indulge yourself in. Example, like music, podcasts you listen to, movies that you watch. I have a whole playlist of just self-love songs, and I don't put my sad songs and my happy songs all the same playlist because I don't want to get my emotions to be mixed up and jumbled up, because as a emotional person, do not want to be upset for no exact reason. So I do listen to sad songs, but I try to limit myself from indulging myself into these negative songs that will potentially affect me in a negative way. So I recommend you to put sad songs and happy songs in a different playlist, or at least have a separate playlist just for you to listen to when you're like on your journey of self-healing, self-love. If you want some song recommendations, I would be really, really happy to share with you guys. Just comment down below if you really want to hear the music, the songs that I listen to that hype me up during the process of my self-healing, my self-love journey. And I think that having a environment that you're in, like for example, the environment has to be clean, exciting, for you to be more motivated. Like that is one of the ways for you to have a support system, as in you have all these quotes around you in your room, for example. That could be your support system. That would help you a bunch. Maybe some days it won't, but most of the time, if you keep seeing it, it might actually plant that word in your head that it's gonna stick with you if you can do that. I think that would be amazing. I know at first you won't see much changes, but I believe over time it will get better. It will start to have an impact on you, and it's gonna affect you in a positive way. So just trust the process. You'll get through it. One of the other ways is also to find something that can help you out in terms of your emotions. Like for example, if you don't like going to the gym, maybe do some meditation, something that you can enjoy doing in very calming space, so that you'll be able to get in touch with yourself, connect with yourself in various of ways. So that is like one of it. Self-care is really important. The things you eat, the things you do in a day. For example, if you like going for a walk, go ahead. If you are so lazy to go for a walk, try it out one day. For a whole week, you do it every single day, and you'll start loving it. Take this as an experiment tool. Experiment yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what you should avoid, what you should indulge yourself in to make yourself feel more happy in the long run. And obviously, reflect on yourself, the things that you do, and find meaning of the things that you do each day. What are the meanings behind the actions that you do in a day? I think that's really important. Like, in a way, does your action lead you to happiness for some reason? Giving meaning to your actions every single day, or the things that you do in a day, is quite important. It makes you feel more connected with yourself and connect with your surroundings. I mean, it works for me. If it doesn't work for you, then that's okay. You can find something else that can help you out with it. But for me personally, I do that because it makes me feel more connected with myself, with the world around me, my surroundings, and I love it. Again, with all the experimenting, obviously, I meant do things that you could try. Try out a lot of things, like read books if you haven't read books in a while. Who knows, you'll start liking books. Books like self-care, self-development, in that kind of category, if you like. Something that can benefit you in a long run. Something that you can create a long-term effect on yourself. And at first it's gonna be boring, but after a while you're gonna thank yourself for it. You're gonna thank yourself for reading these things, these articles, these books, listening to all these podcasts that could help you out. And of course, staying consistent, staying committed to your self journey is really, really important. Because that's how we get to our goals. On top of all of that, patience is key. There are times where we're going to have bad days, and we're definitely gonna have good days and bad days. There will be sometimes there are gonna be bad weeks, which is okay. It's okay. It's not gonna be like that forever. It's important to be kind to yourself during this process. I know it's really hard, especially when you're having a really bad day. You're having a really bad breakdowns and everything. Pick yourself up when you can. Reach out to someone, talk to someone about it, or write it down somewhere. Listen to things that could help you out. Find something that can bring you up even when it's hard. So, yeah, make sure to stay patient with yourself. Stay patient with the process. It may take time, it may take weeks, months, years, but that's okay. You're gonna be okay. It might not seem that way now, but if you don't start now, then when are you starting? When are you getting out of that place? Because if you're not trying, then you're setting up yourself for failure. And if you keep trying, even though it's hard, even though you don't know what's going to happen, at least you'll find some tools that might be useful along the way, and keep going. Yeah, make sure to be gentle with yourself, be kinder to yourself, compliment yourself once in a while at least, and establish a good relationship with yourself. I really hope that you guys take that note. You're gonna get through this. I just want to say I'm very proud of you guys for trying your best. I know some people don't see that. They don't see your efforts. They don't see what you're going through. But that doesn't make it any less valid. Your feelings are valid. What you're going through is valid. And as long as you keep trying your best to find your way up again, it may not seem like it now, but you're gonna be okay. I have all my thoughts and prayers for you guys. I know I may not know you guys personally, but just know that if you guys are watching this, I am praying for you guys from here. I hope you guys stay in touch with yourself, stay in touch with the people that are motivating you and inspiring you to be better every single day. Keep up with that and remember that you got this. And that is it for this podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Remember that there is no perfection in this self-healing journey because not everything is going to be easy, and that's okay. Make sure to be kind to yourself. So that is it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want more of these type of videos, podcasts, or even my writings, feel free to check them out on my YouTube channel. And for new updates, make sure to ring the notification bell, subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.